Got a story at the Advocate about the coaching search. Jeremy and I have talked a lot over the last couple of weeks about how quiet things have been externally. You newspaper guys have a way of getting in there and figuring things out, and you've said that you feel like there are three guys who are kind of LSU's target. Can you speak to that?
Sure. I mean, just talking, just hearing things. And this is not just supposition. This is with some sourcing. And I think the top three targets for LSU are Jimbo Fisher at A&M, of course, Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma, and Mel Tucker at Michigan State. These are not huge revelations, maybe of Lincoln Riley to some people. And I'm not saying they're going to definitely get one of those guys, but I think I was told last week that Scott Woodward had five guys probably on his list, and he's going to get somebody by the time he gets down to five, because the offer could be substantial. I've heard it could be $100 million package. I've heard people say, no, tell me that. No, that's not true. But for the right coach, I don't think they would pay Billy Napier that. And I don't think they'd get down to Billy Napier, but I don't think they would pay Billy Napier $100 million, but for 10 years or 8 years or whatever. But I think they would, for the right coach, for somebody like Jimbo, somebody like Lincoln Riley, maybe even Mel Tucker. So those are the three guys that stand out the most. And I don't think it surprises anyone to think that Jimbo Fisher is the apple of Scott Woodward's eye in this coaching search. They were together they came up together at LSU when Scott was working for Emmert as head of his director of external affairs for LSU, and Jimbo was offensive coordinator under Saban. And I think he's the first one who's going to tell him no, and then you might move on to Tucker. I think everyone thinks Riley is more of a long shot. I won't kid you there. I think even people at LSU think he's a long shot. But there are reasons for all those guys to want to stay where they are, and there's reasons for them to want to leave. But I think it's a good shot that he ends up being one of those three guys. And if you get to now, if you ask me who 4 and 5 are, I can't really say with any certainty. Like I said, I think there's probably some feelings for Dave Aranda, at LSU for all his years he was here. And Billy Napier might be someone who's eventually would take the job. Lane Kiffin would take the job, but I just don't think Scott Woodward's cup of tea. But I think Jimbo is the first one, and he'll see if he can make them, if they can make him say yes to what would be a very lucrative offer.
Scott Rabalais from The Advocate joining us here on Hunt and Hill. I talked yesterday about how I just have no idea how coaching searches work. I don't know timelines. I don't know who you talk to when you make offers, all that kind of stuff. It's way over my head. But I've been asked a number of times if I think that Scott Woodward's already made the hire, and I just have no idea. Do you think that there's a chance that Scott Woodward's already come to an agreement with someone?
I think there's a chance. Hunt, I do. I had one person who I just can't think, I can't put a lot of stock in what they say that he already has someone in mind. Certainly he's probably made an offer. Like to make an offer or have a deal, they're two different things. But
sure.
to have someone say, I'm coming at the end of the season, I assume is what you're getting at. I think there's a slight chance of that. I think it's still a lot of, I'm talking to agents and that sort of thing. Every coach has an agent now, and that gives coaches a level of deniability that they can say, well, I haven't talked to anyone, and be telling somewhat the truth, because they're letting their agents do the talking. But I think we'll see this move very fast forward. Now, what if it's somebody like Matt Rule or something like that? It was at the Carolina Panthers right now. Do you wait till the end of the NFL season? Does he leave before the end of the season, like a Bobby Petrino or something like that? Well, I don't know, and I'm not saying it's him, but I'm just saying, for instance. So, but I think they'd like to get this thing wrapped up in early December. But this is not just, hey, they decided the Kentucky game that they got to make a move. This has been going on for a while. I think that Woodward said, I think the job is too big for Orgeron, and I'm going to have to make a change. And they got proven out during the middle of the season. And of course, as we all know, the early signing period probably is driving a lot of these early firings and pursuits of other coaches elsewhere. So I think we still got about 3 or 4 weeks left of this, and we'll see who they wind up with.